Good morning. It's Saturday, August 29th, but due to popular demand, people have been asking for a tour of our humble abode. So we're going to take you through, well, it's already set up, but we'll take you through where we sleep, how we sleep and cook, and
how we put it all back together.
So,
hey everyone. So we got it's an InTech RV, the Explore. It's really like a toy hauler. So you have all these clamps right in here, all along, all sides, so you can tie down a motorcycle or anything like that. Which we have a ramp in the back, which we'll see. Before we get to the interior, we got the off-road tires. You got an extra off-road tire. You have your pull-out kitchen here that kind of pulls in and out, sits in there. This is a refrigerated ice chest, so it's set at 32 degrees right now. Little clamp, got our food in there. We're ready to go. Clamp that down so it doesn't open up. And then we have our cooking surface. So we got two burners, lights. It can go off like a little single propane tank, a little butane thing, and then we can also set up a giant tank with cable oils all included. So you have that. We got storage under here, so we have all our cooking supplies, can openers, lemon squeezers, knives, sharp knives, steak knives, Ziplocs for storage for later, anything that we need there. And then this little table pops out and hangs on here, which goes over this ice chest for storage. We got our one pan, we got our cast iron and a cutting board, a couple kids bowls, heat resistant spatula, all comes in handy. We got our two coffee cups here. We do French press and we do hand ground grains or beans. Also in the front here,
we have a pot for pasta too.
We have our storage here. So here's our propane tank. We have a couple extension cords in there. We throw in the power cord for the charging of the battery for the trailer. Other than that, everything else is pretty similar. You got your 7-prong hookup, you got your chains, you got your emergency brake pull, we got a master lock to keep the ball on. And then here you can kind of see how the pop out is on the other side. There's our power cable and solar if you want it. This is our TV or radio antenna for our radio that's inside with our speakers. And then our battery case under there. So let's get inside. Up here above the entrance, we have it's called the Batwing. It's a sunshade, and it goes from this corner of the trailer all the way around and covers the front. So it puts an awesome area, and they have additions you can put onto it, so you can actually make it a full tent or screens that drop down to the ground. So, welcome. Come on in. So inside we threw one of the kids' mattresses from their bed in here. We have a fan that we can turn in and out right there. We have our AC or heater here. We got our dry flush toilet, Dry Flush LLC. So it's a toilet, it's got multiple bags in there. Flush button, it's pretty awesome, good handy at night so we don't have to walk through the camp. Little cargo net, we got our essentials, Tapatio, a couple apples. And then we have our storage over there. So there's our tea kettle for water. We got our coffee grinds, we got soap to wash, we got some Kodiak cakes, we got bags, we got our telescope over there, kids fishing pools, frozen fishing poles from John, bug spray of course, and then we got some canned chicken, spices, the essentials there, and our hats. This is also our mattress. We usually put all our suitcases along where I'm standing here, have that drop up all the time. And then here's where the kids sleep, as you can tell. You got unicorn sleeping bag and princess blanket sleeping bag, and then they both sleep there, and then that's it. It's pretty awesome. It has everything we need necessary. There's no water in the trailer, so no gray water, no other raw water. So pretty light load, makes it easy to tow. It is a little taller than some other ones, so towing behind the Tesla, it has a lot of wind drag. But other than that, everything's good. We got all our essentials, crossing the country. We haven't had anything that we missed on that. We have outside lights that are also here, so we can turn off ones on the side off the back over here on the ramp. We can turn the inside lights on, which you can see on, and then there's 2 sets of different lights in the middle, which we can turn on to on that are in there, or we can turn it to blue, so at night we can turn on there and still kind of see. It's pretty great. They have 2 USBs powered. There's our radio, and then we also have powered out here, and then power right above the kitchen too. So we have 2 plugs there, which you know, always come in handy, you know, having that power. When we're plugged in, the AC works when we're plugged into a 30 amp breaker. They came supplied with that cord. Usually we get like full hookups at all our RV parks we stop, because we put the 50 amp to the Tesla, so it charges overnight when we're sleeping, and then this charges and gets the AC going for us at night with the 30 amp. So other than that, all our stuff's been pretty good. We're pretty excited for everything going forward, and hopefully you guys enjoyed our digs, and if you have any questions, let us know. Here we are. We're gonna do we have it set up for camp style. Now we're just gonna set it up for traveling. So Bree's folding up all the stuff on the kids' bed. We're stacking it over to the side, and then we will kind of pack everything in, get it all stable. The stuff on the shelf over there, we usually put our beach chairs against it, which you'll see, and then have the stroller against it, so it holds it in there. One of the things I kind of would want to build is maybe like a little net hookups that we could put on each side, so we could put a little cargo net across it so it all holds in there when we're driving. Not that that much stuff falls, but some of that stuff is pretty slippery. So Bree's pretty much got everything off the bed now. She's gonna zip up this so it holds the mattress when I tip it back up. She also is gonna pull off the dimensional rod, so it gives it the pop-up part up here. And so when she pulls that out there, which she'll do right now, then I can fold up the back side here, which is pretty easy. We just turn all this in. Pretty easy. And then she's ready for me to lift it up. I lift it up. Make sure everything's in on that side. Then we push everything over on this side, so everything's in on both sides. Pull it all the way up. Push that in. There we go. Now it's all in. There you go. So it's zipped up. We got our pillows here. We usually, Bree will throw, well, you can leave it down while we pack it. Yeah. So she'll put that up, fold it up, ramp's closed, lock the door, lock that up, we're good to go. And then usually we'll throw all this stuff in. We usually throw our tablecloth down, throw the golf clubs, snowboard stuff on there. Here's this stuff. We'll fold it up. Boom, done. Pull your pin here. Slide it all the way in. Done. There's those extra plugs. Push light there for your kitchen. And that's it. We're set up. We're ready to go.